everyone, happy Sunday. So today I'm going to be coming to you on how to build a 6-day mini capsule wardrobe. So if that's some content you would like to see, please continue to watch. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. In this video, I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and to the point, give you all the news that you can use on this video. We're going to be talking about how to build a 6-day mini capsule summer vacation wardrobe, but you can actually do it any season. It just does not have to be for the summer, but since summer's here, we're going to do it as a summer 6-day mini capsule wardrobe instead of any season. All right. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, Ciao, Guten, Aloha, Hola, Konnichiwa, Gwaan, Sabonani, Shalom, Bonjour, Terve. If you are returning, you guys know what to do. It's a quick snack, something to drink, grab those notebooks because you're going to want to write down these items. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I am behind the screen today only because you guys know, and I have said this several times before in some of my videos, that I do have, I get migraine headaches. So in order to do that, I need to get some time of resting. And because you guys know, I went hard for the pattern hackathon right before my 4th of July trip. I've been resting these last few days, which is why you haven't been seeing many videos from me this entire week. I will get back to doing quite a bit of videos coming up on the channel because I do have 2 sew-alongs that I need to edit and drop for you guys. So I'm going to be working behind the scenes, getting those edited for you guys, hopefully for next week. All right. Now, getting into this video, let's face it that the U.S. is experiencing a hot summer right now, with temperatures scoring anywhere between 85 and 116 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know you're wondering, like, where in the hell is it 116 degrees? Let's talk about Phoenix, Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, or anywhere in Arizona. They have been experiencing like the desert. I mean, like, come on, it is the desert. But they've been experiencing a lot of that heat index, heat wave. It's freaking hot right now in Arizona. All right. Now, when you talk about 85 degrees, we're talking about, of course, your New England colonies, anywhere up north from like your, I'm going to say like Rhode Island, Maine, to where if you're up north, northeast, right, and you come down southeast to like Florida, you're feeling that heat wave of we're right now in the upper 90s into the 100-degree weather. Here or there, you may get some 90s days, but we've been experiencing some of this 100-degree weather as well. Not as hot as Arizona and Nevada, however, is hot. Now, also July and August, you guys know that it's the hottest month of the year. So while summer is my favorite season, the heat is definitely, of course, not my favorite part. But let's get into this capsule wardrobe idea. Now, one thing I do love about the summer is the great clothing choices it offers. So if you're looking for like how to build a summer capsule wardrobe, you're in the right place. And while you're here, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, share this video with a friend who could tell a friend who could also tell another friend that if they're struggling with putting outfits together, this is the channel you definitely want to be at. All right. So I'm also going to be sharing how I style the pieces for you in this video as well. So let me pause right here. I need everyone who's just heard that, go ahead and hit that like button and thank your girl for a video like this. All right. And also subscribe. Why not? You've been here several times. So if you've been here several times, why not subscribe? It's free. All right. So let's start with the essentials that you'll need to build this capsule wardrobe. Now, before we start with the essentials of what you're going to need to build this wardrobe, I'm going to definitely be telling you this capsule includes 10 pieces, 3 pairs of shoes, 2 handbags, 1 pair of earrings, a straw hat, a scarf, and a pair of sunglasses. I'm going to repeat that again. And I know many of you says, Rochelle, you talk so freaking fast. So what I'm gonna do is try to slow down so you can get this in, all right? So once again, the capsule includes 10 pieces, all right? So make a list 1 through 10, or pause the video while it's going or whatnot. All right. Also, open up the chat box so you can chat with me during the upload of any of my videos that are premiering. Make sure you're in the chat because a lot of things go on in the chat. Also, matter of fact, hit the like button. All right. So once again, it's 10 pieces, 3 pairs of shoes, 2 handbags, 1 pair of earrings, a straw hat, a scarf, and a pair of sunglasses. All right. Now, before diving into the first piece, let me say that all of my capsule wardrobe ideas are meant to help you make the most out of your wardrobe. Okay. So the goal is to create a DIY or me-made wardrobe that builds off of other items, whether they're ready to wear or me-made, that works cohesively together in your wardrobe. So in layman terms, make sure that all of your tops go with your bottoms, whether they are skirts, shorts, or pants, or whatever else you want underneath that, okay? Now, from there, after you check out your tops and your bottoms, from there, I always looked at adding your layering pieces and shoes. Then outerwear and accessories would go after that. It's actually quite simple once you get used to working within certain constraints, which I'm going to share that constraint with you. So let's just say, for example, when I make something new, I always think of at least 3 to 4 different ways I can wear it before I make it. Okay. So when I pull out a pattern, I always think of 3 to 4 different ways that I could make or hack the pattern to get a lot of use of an item that I'm going to sew. It cuts down on how many things you have to sew, even though I love sewing, okay? But anyway, that's not the point. So this is why I'm able to show you different ways of, like, for instance, my cami that I did. So the different ways I styled my cami, for example, the cami that I'm talking about is Butterick 7001, which I have a complete video on, not only how I took the cami pattern and hacked it. Yes, I showed the hack, and I also showed from that hack how to sew it together. Now, one thing I want to mention before we get into the first item is some of the things that I have done many of sew alongs on my channel. So if I skipped something like how to put in a zipper or how to sew on pockets or whatever, it's because I have showed that several times on the channel. You could definitely go back to one of those previous videos to see how I sew on pockets, sew on zippers. One thing I will not share on the channel is how to do buttonholes and put buttons on, simply because our machines are different, okay? So when I do a sew along, most of the time I do not share going back and forth to the sewing machine, only because we're sewing in a straight line for the most part. So if you have not sewn in a straight line, I would definitely say go to Sew It Academy. Mimi G teach you that in the first couple of courses, I should say, you know, on how to sew in a straight line. Get familiar with your sewing machine, sewing in a straight line, because that's all we're doing at the sewing machine. My job is basically construction, is what I'm definitely trying to teach you here. All right. So not trying to get into a whole nother conversation, but back to what we're talking about with how, you know, I'm going to put this together. So let's get into the first item. Now, remember, all of these comes with patterns you can use as well. And also stay tuned, because I'm going to be sharing 18 pairing options. So if you were to go on a vacation for 7 nights, 6 days, you could dress up or down day for the daytime, the afternoon, and for night. So day, afternoon, and night, or day, evening, and nighttime. This will be for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the first item, which is a bodysuit. Now, I'm going to say keep this neutral as possible. Khaki, tan, white, what have you. But I'm going to say definitely keep it neutral, because you want something that can pair with other items in your wardrobe. So let's get into the pattern. Now, I'm only going to share 4 patterns with you, because you guys have heard this several times. First one, it's Simplicity 8513, which is also New Look 6752. Now, Brittany J. Jones has a complete sew along for this pattern. So go ahead to Brittany J. Jones pattern so you're able to see that. Let's get into the next pattern. So the next pattern is McCall's 8407, which is Brandy Jones' pattern for a bodysuit. Now, you know, Brandy Jones has a complete sew along for her pattern 8407. Moving over to the next pattern, it's the Corny Rainbow Naft pattern. It's Nomi 2055. Now with this pattern, one thing that I like is you can color block it. So you could do a darker color like chocolate brown and then a light color taupe or coffee color or a tan if you want to keep it on that neutral side, or you could do a white, like an off-white and an ivory, something like that, to get that color block as well. But once again, it's Nomi 2055. And the last one I'm going to give you is, of course, Erica Bunker's pattern, Nomi 2043. Now, I believe it was LaShawn from Let's Get Social on here on YouTube. On Instagram, it's So Sophisticated Designs. I believe she was the one who did the pattern. But once again, it's 2043. It is Erica Bunker's pattern. And of course, you can see that sew along from Erica Bunker on, I believe it's on the Simplicity YouTube channel where, you know, all the Nomi designers do their own sew along. All right. So once again, it's 2043. Let's move into the second item. So the second item is a graphic tee. When I say a graphic tee, any graphic tee that you want. You could do one that you make with the Cricut. You could buy one, whatever you want to do, but you want to have at least one graphic tee. All right. I don't need to go through patterns that you can do a graphic tee. I would just say buy one. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the third item, which is a wrap top or blouse. And yes, I'm saying a wrap top or blouse only because some people like a blouse instead of like a button down shirt style wrap top. So you have that option. So I'm going to give you like 5 patterns. So the first pattern is New Look 6560, which is a wrap top. And I have a complete sew along for this top on the channel. I think I created this top back in like 2021. So you can see that video as well. Moving over to the next top is Simplicity 8791. I have also done this top as well as part of hashtag Sew Your View back in 2020, I believe. I think it was 2020 that I did this top. It's super old. I want to make this top again. So that would be something that I would make for myself. All right. But once again, it's 8791. Next pattern is Butterick 6828. Now this one, I do like the fact that you have different options that you could do for this blouse. I mean, the sleeves is a different option that you could use, but it's up to you what you want to do with this one. It's Butterick 6828. Next pattern is New Look 6700. And of course, because Hot Girl Summer is still going on until the 31st of July 31st, 2024. Hot Girl Summer is still here. It's still going on. This is the last month that we're doing Hot Girl Summer. So you could do this pattern and sew it up real quick for Hot Girl Summer. It's 6700 or 6700 New Look pattern. And the last pattern I'm going to share with you for a wrap top or blouse is McCall's 8146. Now this one, I love the fact of it has exaggeration on the sleeves. It's a wrap top. For me, I don't need long sleeves. Like view B would not be an option for me, but view A definitely could be an option for me because it doesn't get that freaking cold here in Florida. But I do like long sleeves. But I think for this one, I would probably do 3/4 sleeves minimum in terms of long sleeve. But once again, it's 8146. Moving over to the next item. The fourth item is a button-down shirt. Now, I'm just going to share with you the patterns that I gave you in my last video, which was the 3 days mini vacation that I actually did for the 4th of July. So this one is, you know, more days, of course. And this is a button down shirt. So you guys know I'm going to give you 2 of my favorite patterns, which are Simplicity 9707, which is the Mrs. pattern, and Simplicity 9708, which is the woman's pattern. Okay, so you guys know I shared this before. I have a complete pattern review when I did this in a light blue. And then So Your View did a, it was the pattern of the month. And I think it was the pattern of the month back in April or May of this year. And I created it again and I color blocked it in like some pastel colors. Love it, by the way. And then I'm also going to give you another favorite pattern, Simplicity 1538. Karen, she has a complete sew along for this one on her channel. I mentioned that in my last video. I'm mentioning it again. Make sure you go over there, show her some love on that video if you tend to do Simplicity 1538, by the way. All right. And the last pattern I'm going to give you is Simplicity 9858, which is the Mrs. pattern. And 9859 is the woman's size pattern for Simplicity. You could do that as a button-down shirt as well. All right, but that's the fourth item for this collection. Moving over to the next item, which is a printed blazer. Now, if you do not like printed blazers and you just want to do a solid color, that is completely up to you. That is A-okay, all right? The only reason why I'm saying printed is because you guys know your girl like printed blazers, but I would say something subtle. Now, I'm not talking about an Ankara print blazer. I'm thinking of something more subtle, kind of like a white background with some stars on it, or a white background with some florals on it, but not big florals, like subtle florals or something like that, to where you have to look up close in order to really see that it has something on the fabric. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. Or you could do like white background, polka dots, or black background, white polka dots. Whatever you want to do, that's up to you. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to give you like 5 patterns. The first one I have a complete sew along for. It's Simplicity 8844. In that sew along, I did it as a complete, like a structured, tailored blazer. You guys love that video. And I know a few of you asked if I could do it as a regular blazer without all the tailoring and all that good stuff. I don't know, simply because this pattern is still in stock, but you could do, I feel like you could do that without putting in the lining and all that good stuff as well. So I don't know. We'll see. Next pattern is Simplicity 9825. You guys asked me for a sew along for this one. To be honest with you, I have plans to do a sew along for this one. It's already cut out. This pattern's actually been cut out since last year, September. And I have it cut out in an orange for fall. Now, will I be making it for the fall? I don't know. It is cut out. I'm not saying that it's a whip, but it is a whip, okay? And you guys know I don't like doing whips, so I might go ahead and sew this up for the fall time. If I do, I will be sure to document that so you can see that, all right? So the next pattern is Vicky Sew Fernanda pattern. And I'm going to say that you guys are like, hey, Rochelle, are you going to sew one of these Vicky Sews patterns? Yes, I am. When I'm going to get to it, I don't know. But I will tell you, my girl D from Patterns by D, she did a complete sew along on YouTube, which I'm going to put it up here and link to it in the description box below. So you're able to see that. But she did a complete sew along for the Fernanda blazer. So go to her channel. If you have this pattern, go to her channel so you could see the sew along. You're welcome. Next pattern, Simplicity 8749, which is a Mimi G pattern. And you guys know I did this in collaboration with my friend Sarah from Learning So Much. I did it in a complete yellow. And that's when my daughter decided to do a roast and give it a 2. Now, she knew it was not a 2, but she was being funny because we talked about it later. She was like, I just wanted to be funny to see what your sewing friends would say. Whatever, girlfriend. But anyway, I did it in a yellow linen. Love it. And this was as part of, because we were both teachers. Well, I'm no longer a teacher, but she's a teacher. I still believe she's a teacher as of the recording of this video, because it's the summertime and we change our mind when school starts back. I'm just saying. But because we were teachers, we decided to collaborate on a teacher's edition for 2020. We did that in 2022. And then again, in 2023, we decided to come together again to do the Paris collection. So Learning So Much, Sarah from Learning So Much, thank you, girl. But this is Simplicity 8749. And the last pattern I'm going to tell you for a blazer is Butterick 6862. Now for that pattern, this pattern is more of kind of like your advanced pattern. Yes, it does feature like your contrast or color block. You do not have to do that. You could do what you see in view A, one solid color. You're going to need to put some structure there as well. But once again, it's Butterick 6862. Let's move over to the sixth item, which is a pair of black shorts or trousers. Now, the reason why I'm saying black shorts or trousers, now me, I would do shorts because I do like wearing shorts. I know some people hate wearing shorts, so they would decide to do trousers. Do whatever you want to do. Now, you could do the black shorts or khaki trousers, which would be item number 7 in the same patterns, but I'm going to give you different patterns for each one. Let's start with the black shorts. So first things first, now I'm going to give you patterns that do not feature a fly front zipper, but then I'm also going to give you patterns that features a fly front zipper. First pattern, I have done this as part of So Much Color, and the pattern that I did was Simplicity 9550. I did it in this teal textured fabric from Joann's. And I love it. I love it. However, you know, my sister is a bug and she bugged me for this pattern. Instead of me making another one, I just decided to give it to her. I just decided to give it to her. So I no longer have the top or the shorts. The shorts is banging. I love them. I would make that again. I also did a pattern review on my experience while making the top. The top was not my favorite. However, I even extended the top by 3 inches and it was still too short for my liking. So if I do the top again, I will extend it probably about 7 inches and that should be enough, but we will see if I do the top again. But I will definitely do these shorts again. There is a invisible zipper in the back just to give you that. Next pattern is Simplicity 9714. And with this pattern, you guys know I did this pattern just recently, but matter of fact, I did it back in, I don't know when I dropped the video. I think I dropped the video in May. When I did the red and pink collection, I did the blazer as well as the pants for that one. Love it, by the way. But it's Simplicity 9714. Now, for this one, it is a zipper in the front and elastic in the back. So what I will say is it's like a flat front elastic back for the pants and the short. You could do pants, you could do shorts, you could do whatever you want with this pattern. All right. But once again, it's Simplicity 9714. Next pattern is Simplicity 9381. So with 9381, once again, it is a Mimi G pattern. And for this one, it is a fly front style pattern for the front of it. I like the blazer as well. You can do the blazer, but I wanted to share this one with you guys for the pants or shorts. Now, one thing I will mention with this is this pattern was supposed to be made up when I was featured in the Sew magazine for the red collection back in December. I couldn't get it done simply because I had 2 aunts that passed away during that time and my head was all over the place, but I did not want to disappoint Michelle and the ladies with not coming up with something. So I did something very, very quick and I'm glad that I changed because it actually came out better than I thought. Okay. So sometimes you have to make that, you know, pivot and then do something else. But once again, this pattern is Simplicity 9381. Next pattern is Vogue 9008. Brittany J. Jones have a complete sew along for these shorts. It also features a fly front zipper in the front. I like this. I haven't made them yet, but once again, it's Vogue 9008. One thing I'm going to say is I remember back in the days, I used to be scared of Vogue patterns. I'm not scared of Vogue patterns. I make them, but if you notice that some of these new look patterns are actually Vogue patterns. So really, if you're doing a new look pattern, you might be making a Vogue pattern. I'm just saying, okay? Because if you don't know, when I did the, what I call it the grandmama pattern, and I hacked it, which was New Look 6781, that is actually a Vogue pattern, okay? So your girl sews Vogue patterns. You just don't know that until after you sew it, all right? But moving over to the next pattern is Butterick 6901. You guys know I have a complete sew along for this. Vest and shorts is what I made. I made the vest, view A, and the shorts, view C. I love it. I'm going to make it again. I have a complete sew along for this on the channel. So I'll go ahead and link it right here. We'll put it up right here and link to it in the description box below so you're able to see that. But once again, it's Butterick 6901 for the missus pattern, 6902 for the woman's pattern. Let's move over to the next pattern, which is Butterick 6878. Now, I have not sewn this pattern yet, but these shorts look so good on Karen from Karen Uter here on YouTube, and I'll drop her link in the description box below. But I do have plans to make these both the shorts and the pants for this one as well. It does feature a fly front zipper. I'm not sure. I don't think she did a sew along for this pattern. However, it looks good, okay? But once again, it's Butterick 6878. Moving over to the next pattern is Butterick 6944. I talked about this pattern before because you could get 4 styles of pants or shorts from this pattern. You could do your regular shorts, you could do Bermuda shorts, you could do capris, and you could do long pants. So it's 4 different styles of bottoms for one pattern. You could do that to any pattern, y'all. So make sure you are hacking the hell out of these patterns because like I said before, hashtag pattern hackathon 24 is still going on right now. This is your chance to not only win prizes, but you can hack, very small hack, you know, to a pattern. There you go. I just told you. But once again, it's Butterick 6944. Moving over to the next pattern, which is McCall's 8148. And McCall's 8148 features both shorts, your Bermuda shorts, your regular shorts, and a pair of pants. Like I said, you could go from day to night with shorts and pants. I'm just saying. But this is McCall's 8148. Moving over to the next pattern. Now, you guys know I have a complete sew along for this one as well. It's Butterick 6946. Now, before you guys ask if I'm going to do a sew along for the button down shirt, yes, I am. It's on my cutting table, okay? And when I say it's on my cutting table, I have cut out all the pieces for this pattern. It's just I have not started the sew along. And the reason why is because I have other sew alongs that I am doing before this one. I will have this sew along to you guys very soon. I'm not putting a date on it because I want to have it done before the summer ends so I can wear it with the shorts. However, I don't want to put a timestamp on it. But yes, I am doing a sew along for it. Just hold tight, okay? Because I already have plans to film it. I already have all the buttons and everything for it, so I just need to film it, all right? But once again, it's Butterick 6946. Moving over to the next item, item number 7, which is the khaki trousers. You could do the same patterns that I just mentioned, but I'm only going to give you 4 patterns for this one. First pattern is Simplicity 9926. This is a newer pattern that just came out this year in the springtime. I love the pants. They're kind of semi-wide legs, which you guys know I love that for my trousers. But if you like straight legs, that's perfectly fine as well. Next pattern is Simplicity 9955. You guys know I featured this pattern in the last video. I love this pattern. I want to do this pattern for probably my blues board. I don't know, but we will see. All right. But once again, it's 9955. Next pattern is Know Me 2053. Now, like I mentioned, my girl LaShawn from Let's Get Social here on YouTube. On Instagram, it's So Sophisticated Designs. She made this pattern on live, and it looks amazing in the Ankara fabric that she used. So check it out if you have some time, make sure you go over to LaShawn's channel and check that video out. All right. And the last pattern I'm going to give you, one of my favorite patterns, is Simplicity 8177. Now, you guys know your girl have sewn these pair of pants, this pattern, like 4 times. So you guys know I talked about it the first time when I did it when Black Panther came out like 2 years ago. And literally I talked about this, you guys, that it was too tight, okay? It was too freaking tight. I was scared to take photos because I felt like I was going to bust the seam, okay? And then I lost weight and I added 2 inches, right? And made them again in collaboration with Joey from So Joey. And we did it for the 90s, Recreate 90s sitcom. We were sister, Tia and Tamara, and I recreated these pants and I had to take them in. I talked about that. And then I created 2 more times in solid colors or whatnot. I just didn't share it on the channel simply because I felt like I already did a pattern review. I have sewn them so many times. So yeah, I'm not retiring the pattern, but I will retire a pattern review for it because like if I put it in a collection, I'll share the pattern, but I don't feel like I need to do another pattern review for it. All right. But once again, it's Simplicity 8177. Moving over to the next item, which just buy this item. Okay. It's item number 8, ripped jeans. Okay. Now, if you want to take all that time and make some jeans and then rip them up, that's completely up to you. If you don't want them ripped and you just want to make a pair of jeans, a good pattern to use is Simplicity 8222, which is Mimi G's pattern. For the message size, for the plus size, is Simplicity 8516. All right, so that's the only pattern I'm going to give you. I know you can do the ginger jeans. There's so many patterns you could do for a pair of jeans, but for me, I'm just going to buy them. All right. Next item number 9, which is a bias cut skirt. Now, I'm only going to give you 2 patterns. First one, Mimi G has a complete sew along for this pattern on YouTube. It's McCall 7931, which is the bias cut skirt. Now, she made hers in like a purple. Now, for me, for some reason, I'm on orange. So I'm going to say I would do mine in orange. And that's what I'm going to share with you when I do the 18 pattern options or pattern pairings, okay? Once again, if you have not done so already, like this video to keep content like this coming, all right? That's the first pattern. The second pattern is the Vicky Soul Sati or Sati. I don't know how to say it because I'm not Russian. However, I'm trying, but it is the Vicky Soul pattern, Sati. I want to say it's pronounced Sati, but you guys get what I'm saying. All right. But that's the second pattern that I'm going to give you for the bias cut skirt. Let's move over to the last item, which is a black shirt dress. And yes, I saved it for last because I want to tell you guys that your girl is behind the scene working on all of the shirt dresses for hashtag Battle of the Shirt Dresses. So your girl is working. Okay. So I'll be sharing with you guys the shirt dresses that I created. I think I want to share them one at a time instead of in a complete collection, only because you guys going to want pattern reviews for these shirt dresses that I am behind the scene creating. Okay. I shared one of the pattern. No, I actually shared the fabric, but not the pattern with you for the first one. That's what it was. I shared the fabric, but not the pattern for you. But I will be sharing them here shortly. But item number 10 is a black shirt dress. Now, some of these I have done already. So the first pattern I'm going to give you is McCall's 8285. A really nice shirt dress. Once again, Karen, she did this shirt dress just recently on her YouTube channel. So you can check that out. See her pattern review for this shirt dress. But once again, it's McCall's 8285. Next shirt dress is McCall's 8031. Now, I did this pattern in collaboration with my girl, Diana from 26 by Diana. And this was actually last year. I'm sorry, it's McCall's 8030. So we did this last year on I did it in a red, and it was so amazing. Love working with Diana. That's my girl. I did view B for this pattern. Super easy dress to do. I know both Brittany J. Jones and Anita from Anita by Designs. They both have full sew-alongs for this pattern. All right, so you can go there and check it out. I also did McCall's 8031, and for that pattern, I did the dress as is, but I elevated the sleeve by using McCall 7838 as the sleeves, and I have a complete sew along on how to do the dress and install the sleeves, which would be what is called a pattern hack. Pattern hackathon is going on, so just if you want to get your entries in, dresses is coming up next week with my girl Yoga Bird as well as Shantae, and they will be taking over dresses next week. But because today is Sunday, let me tell you one thing. My girl Diana from 26 by Diana, as well as Shells from Shells Create, they are taking over today for the Pattern Hackathon. So make sure you are following both ladies. Link is in the description box below. You're welcome. Let's get over to the last 3 patterns. So the next pattern is New Look 6718. I like this pattern. For some reason, I have grabbed this pattern 2-3 times, but then I put it back. Don't know why I keep doing that. Probably because of all the freaking buttons that you need for this pattern, but I think it's cute. Now, I wouldn't make all the tiers simply because your girl's not that freaking tall. I'm only 5'6", and yeah, I don't need all those tiers all the way down to my legs. Now, you guys remember when I did, I think it was New Look 6697, it took me out with all the tiers. So when I look at dresses with tiers, I'd be like, I don't know about that. Okay, I did that pattern. I'm going to put it up right here, but I did that pattern when I did, I think it's 6694, by the way, but I did that pattern for Easter a few years ago, and your girl haven't been wanting to make anything with tiers since, okay? I'll get out of that funk, but for right now, I'm still good with no tiers. And let's talk about the next pattern, which is New Look 6651. I have a complete sew along for this pattern. I have not revisited this pattern just yet. I like the pattern. Just make sure that at the waist there is some elastic and a button. So you're going to have 2 buttons pretty close to each other for that waist as well. But it's New Look 6651 for that pattern. And the last pattern I'm going to give you is McCall's 8342. Now with McCall's 8342, I like this pattern. I haven't really reached for the pattern just yet. The V in the front, I don't know if you could see it, but the V, look at the line art, really. But that view A where you have kind of like that V shaped in the front and the back, I don't know. I think I would make it classic and make view C if I was to sew this pattern, all right? But once again, it's McCall's 8342. Well, those are all of the items, the 10 items that I'm going to give you. Let's go ahead and move over to the accessories that you're going to need to finish up this collection. Okay, so let's start off with your scarf. Okay, so you're going to need 1 scarf. Okay, you're also going to need a pair of earrings, 1 straw hat, and 1 pair of sunglasses. Okay, so make sure you get a scarf. I mean, you could get a scarf from anywhere. Like I picked up a scarf from Target for like $2.99. I think it was a floral scarf. It's a floral scarf. And a pair of earrings, something from your stash, something you already have. You do not have to go out and get a pair of earrings. I'm going to say hoop earrings, but if you like studs, you can do that as well. Your straw hat, you guys know I love a good straw hat. So a straw hat would be perfect for this. Any type of shades, sunglasses, shades of your choosing, because it's hot as heck outside and you need something to protect those eyeballs, okay? Eyeballs, all right? And then you're also going to need 2 handbags. So you guys know I am a lover of handbags, right? But one of them, I'm going to say a straw handbag to go with your straw hat. Why not? And then your basic black. I'm going to say something like a satchel or a messenger bag or a crossbody bag would work for a black handbag or a purse, okay? After that, you're gonna need 3 pairs of shoes. So the first one's going to be your sandals. I'm gonna say tan, taupe, brown, whatever, sandals. And then a pair of flats. I'm gonna go with black for the flats. And then a pair of tennis shoes. Now, I would always say go for white, but I don't like to always just have white. I like to have some color in it. So whatever color that suits what majority of your color palette's gonna look like, I would say go with that shoe, all right? But that is all you need in terms of the accessories as well. So now that I shared the 10 items with you, I shared 10 items with you, I shared 3 pairs of shoes with you, I shared 2 handbags with you, I shared a pair of sunglasses, a hat, a pair of earrings, and a scarf with you. We completed this entire 6-day mini summer capsule wardrobe. So now that I shared all of those with you, let me share with you guys the 18 pairing options, what you're here for, right, with you. So I'm just going to put some slow music with it so you guys could see. I'm going to definitely say screenshot these so you're able to save it. Save the video, come back to the video, watch the video, all of that good stuff so you could see how I would pair these items for a 7-night, 6-day stay wherever I want to go. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for the 18 pairings, and I will catch you in the next video. So if this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, also smash that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video, and as always, keep sewing.